Hello everyone, I'm F4H Racerz, which you may have forgotten because it has been about half a year since I've last uploaded on this YouTube channel, so I do apologise, but I'm back today with a first of this kind of new video. Now, you've probably heard that the Forza Racing Championship for 2018 has been announced, as you can see on screen right now. It's going to be massive. It's the biggest one ever. There's $250,000 on the line overall for everyone, and it is going to be a ludicrous year in terms of Forza Motorsport eSports. And it's all about to kick off later this month with a pre-season invitational, and then Series 1 and Series 2 go on throughout the rest of the year. So they've kind of changed the format, which is awesome. It's a really good format, but one thing will stay the same, and that's one of the ways we're going to be able to qualify for this FORZARC is through rivals events. And just like the training one that they have just put up, I'm going to run you through the best way to tackle these rivals events to give you the best chance of qualifying for this year's huge FORZARC. So before we begin a main hot lap, it's worth considering the assists that you're going to have to be using for your lap. So in the FORZARC, every assist is banned pretty much. So the racing line is banned. You have to use manual with clutch. You have to run without traction control. You have to run without stability and ABS as well. So you've got to be on your A game when it comes to driving with no assists on this game. Secondly, if you look up at the top right, you've got to be prepared to put in the time. I mean, as you can see, I've spent 47 minutes on this session alone just to try and get close to the Ghost. So, you know, these laps, they are perfection. They are as close as you can get to perfection in terms of a Forza lap. So they don't come easy. You know, it's not like you do one flyer and then you hit the time that you're happy with. You do have to be prepared to put in, you know, a lot of persistence. And finally, before I talk you through a quick lap of this training rivals event, have rewind on. As you can see, it just enables you, if you muck up the last corner, to just go back and get a properly good entrance to your flyer. Anyway, I'm going to speak you through this lap. I'm going to talk you through how to get in a good time and how to get a top 10 time on this rivals event right now. So approaching turn 1, you need to watch the pit exit lines on the right. Brake extremely heavily just before you pass the red section, as you can see here, and then turn in and try to keep it as tight as possible to the inside. Brake into second gear, and once you're in the middle of the track, just release both the throttle and the brake and let the car coast round the corner. It does help rotation quite considerably in this Lambo. Then you'll be on the outside for the entrance to turn 2. Again, clip the inside grass and try to get as close as possible to the exit gravel without quite touching it. Let the car onto the outside curb for turn 3, tap the brake, turn in and coast through the corner. Practice so that you get a feel for how much you can actually push the car through here. Now you have to do it for Dale to try to get the cut right through this chicane. You have to turn in and pray your lap doesn't get invalidated. The track limits are quite unpredictable here. Now brake just before the tyres end on the right. Get into second, turn in, and on the exit drop it into first to get a better run out of here. Through the left kink, I left the car rev bang so I didn't spoil the rotation of the car. Then turn in and coast as much as possible to rotate this car around the corner. Get on the power in second as early as possible to run the car out wide on the exit. For the next right, brake as the curb on the left ends and try to cut the inside apex as much as possible in second gear. Then brake as soon as you pass under this structure, turn in, get as tight as possible to the inside wall and power out also as early as possible. Now do it for Dale again and try to apex the final corner as perfectly as possible. Maybe even by using the grass like I did on my lap, and get on the power to use all the track on the exit. And that's all you need to do to qualify. It really is as simple as that. So that wasn't a perfect lap by any stretch of the imagination, but it was good enough for second in the world and second in Europe in this particular rivals event at the time of filming. I'm sure it's been beaten by a few others now. there's a lot more time in it. I reckon 16.5s are easily possible in this once you properly do hook up a properly good time. For example, in that lap, I don't think I cut the chicane well enough. I still think there's time in sector 1, as you saw, because I was still behind the Ghost. But all in all, if you apply what I was talking about in that video, you will do very well in the Forza RC this year. Now, this video has been short, but it's been crammed with as much advice as I could possibly fit in. But I'll be doing more of these soon on different aspects of the Forza RC, how to qualify, how to get better, how to challenge top names on this game. So if you don't want to miss any of that, please subscribe. The growth recently has been weirdly good, even though I haven't been uploading. And also drop a like if you're happy to see my return, and I'll be sure to see you next time. So yes, stay safe everyone, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.